Hello again. So today we will build the basic layout of our reservation form's first page. We will not complete the same design, but instead just add the required view components and do the basic layout settings. So let's start. First of all, click outside the white screen part. This will select the current page. In the right side, let's name it and add a short description. Below that, you can see a few other options, but we do not need to care about them yet. Now let's remove the page padding, what we can do under the Style tab. We will spend a lot of more time on this tab in the next video. Last step of preparation is to remove the preset components that are added to any new page that is created. We can do this with the X at the component or the dustbin icon on the Properties tab. Let's start building the user interface. With the top bar, we need a container, and inside that we need 3 sub-containers. One for the image, one for the text, and one as a spacer to the right part of the top bar. This does not look as we have planned, so let's arrange. Select the parent container, go to the Layout tab, and inside the Layout options we can change it to horizontal. Now we're getting closer. I usually suggest not clipping overflow because this lets us have nice shadow effects. Also, set vertical alignment to middle. Now we're gonna set the size of the subcontainers. We will have the width of our image container set to 100 pixels and let the height to grow. We will do the same with the right spacer as well, so that we can force our title container to the middle. We can leave the size of the middle container as is, because on default it grows to the full width that is available for it. Now quickly, let's just drop in the image and text component into the subcontainers of the top bar. Let's also change default text to reservation of the text component. Well, it doesn't look right at the moment, but we'll handle this in the later videos. To not get lost in the layout tree, make sure to rename your components. Select the component, go to Properties tab, and under the Advanced options, change the component display name. Do it most of your components. That will help you arrange and navigate through the layout tree. Now quickly drop a new container for welcome text and drop a title component and a text component into it, and let's rename it as well. Now we have to build our custom date picker container. Now the top part is almost the same as our top bar container. The only difference here is that instead of an image, we will have icons. These will serve as buttons later. Also, to speed up the process, we can simply duplicate the components. Now the bottom part is again almost the same, so here it goes: container with horizontal layout, then a subcontainer in which we will have two texts. Also, let's set the text to some mockup value to have a good feeling of the look. Well, we do it in properties and the content property as earlier. Now let's duplicate this container 6 times so we have the same feeling as in our plan. Now let's go and give another container and a title. This will be our services container and its header. Okay, and here comes the final pod, the services pod. This will be a subcontainer right here. And inside that we'll have another subcontainer. So let's rename and set the layout to horizontal. Inside this container, we will need to add another container and an icon inside that. This container and icon will be later used to show if this service has been selected by the user or not. Now let's add the text for the service name. Sometimes it is difficult to arrange items correctly in the layout tree when a container is the last item there. So just place your component above in the layout tree and rearrange after that. Next, we need to add another container with horizontal layout and two subcontainers into that, one for the image and one for the service description text. Let's drop in our image and text components. And again, to have the same feeling, let's duplicate our service item twice. The final step will be adding a button to the page, which later will navigate the user to the next page. So here it is, the basic layout of the same fancy design, but before doing the styling. We'll do that in the next part. Cheers and see you in the next video.